Okay, so Ace Attorney 7 has been the talk of the town recently. It has been officially confirmed as the current Ace Attorney title in the works for 2018. Oh wait, we finally got a Phoenix like Ace Attorney. Oh wait, it's another Phoenix game. And it's for the Switch. Yay! Wait, it's for the Switch? At least that's especially hype. I think we should consider it the main selling point of the game at this moment of time. Just like DGS2 last year, before the teaser came out, the only thing to say about Ace Attorney 7 are on a strict conceptual level. Not a lot has been revealed besides the two main ones I stated earlier, and possibly the surprise that will make us all happy. What does qualify as making Ace Attorney fans happy nowadays? Right? So, what's the point of this video at this moment of time? Am I going to make up a lot of theories and speculations on very loose and vague information? Or am I going to make suggestions for a game that is already in development? Or am I just going to talk about what we are hoping to get and maybe not get? As the saying goes, it's nice to dream. So, I think it's better to make the effort to make this video. And besides, there are a lot to expect here, and some of the things I was hoping for in my last Ace Attorney 7 video might get flushed down the drain with the latest news we have been hearing. Also, I might make a series out of this. Anyway, enough of me rambling along in this preface. We came for one thing and you're going to get it. Here is some speculation, theories, wishlist. Actually, let's just go with wishlist. Out of the two important pieces of info we have heard, let's go with the Switch first, as it's the easiest to talk about. The Nintendo Switch was a new piece of hardware Nintendo had engineered for the ever-growing arsenal of home gaming consoles from the 90s that still survives to this day, beating the likes of Sega. After the Wii U, the Switch came about being a mixture of your traditional gaming console, the Wii U, and even the Nintendo DS, 3DS in this case. Compared to the 3DS, the Switch is able to have a more powerful processing power, which means better graphics, because of course.
Awesome! Wow!
So where am I getting at with this? Well, as my friend the storyteller said in his video about what it would be like for Ace Attorney to be on the Switch, this powerful hardware would more or less be like the jump from Apollo Justice graphics to Dual Destinies graphics, giving it a major extra punch to the already delectable flavor that is the Ace Attorney graphics. Of all the games out on the Switch already, they look stunning, straight up. Just look at Link's face in Breath of the Wild. I kinda expect them to take advantage of this hardware and not make the gameplay and graphics similar to the likes of Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice, but look slightly better. This is a brand new and more powerful system, void of some of the limitations with the DS and more than one cherry on top. Like DDS put the 3D models to a fantastic use, even went as far as to replace the anime cutscenes with the models, and you can really feel how more alive they feel compared to the hands-on animation, which I also like. Burn me. Anyway, enough about the graphics. Let's talk about gameplay. You see, in Dual Destinies, they were able to make the investigation environments actually better than the previous installments, and were able to fix a lot of issues. The camera would move around. You can zoom in and pan whenever you investigate an object. You are able to go straight to point A to B instead of from point A to D to F to E to D to C and then to B. And for once, you can actually tell what to examine instead of leaving it up to luck and clicking randomly without knowing what to click. Your cursor would light up, and after examining a thing, there was a check mark on the object to let you know you examined it. And I approve of this. Except, how can we actually add on to this? Because all Spirit of Justice did was make us investigate outside the crime scenes again, which is also welcome. But what more could they do? Over the shoulder style, have the camera pan over the courtroom in different angles instead of staying in one position? Nah, forget that last bit. Whatever Capcom will pull off, I just hope it will be done well. Anyways, moving on. The story. Now, have I a lot to say about this? Kinda. First, the elephant in the room. Phoenix as the main freaking character. Remember when I said I was going to omit some of the stuff I was hoping for in my last video? Yeah, the revelation that Phoenix was the MC of this game kinda made me want to do that. Why? So, here's a small problem with Phoenix being the main character again. He has gone through a lot in his life. Saved the legal system, created the Mason system, lost his pants, got his pants back, had to get his assistant kidnapped, had her kidnapped again, and went into a new world, fell down a bridge, got ripped a lot, helped Ezra with his development, helped Godo with his development, helped Apollo with his development, Okay, you get my point. If the latest Ace Attorney game is going to have some high stakes, then Phoenix clearly isn't the man who should resolve it all. Crane was made because Phoenix didn't have anything left to do in America. The Dark Age was made so Phoenix has a reason to come back. The Defense Culpability Act was made so Phoenix will have a reason to start a revolution. If you wish to add all these global themes, resolve the loose ends of the Phantom plot, then well, it's gonna feel forced with Phoenix. Phoenix is better when he isn't playable in a post-Apollo Justice era game. Because when you don't play as him, he's competent, wise, and overall a good mentor with genuine advice and some funny moments from time to time. When you play as him though, it's less like that and more like, how do I post-examine again? Oh no, not a penalty. Never had one of these before. Evidence! Objection. Sustained. Yeah, it's definitely not pretty. It was a big pitfall ever since they decided to bring him back as the main character in Dual Destinies. I mean, why did they bring him back as the main character again? Oh wait, for the monies. Basically, oh here we go again. Phoenix has nothing left to do. He teams up with Deadpool to defeat the effed up legal system of the DC multiverse. Because double middle finger to the sciences. And then I don't know what comes next in this made up scenario. If you have nothing grand left for Phoenix, why bother with Phoenix? Use another character. Heck, make it an Apollo coin game if that's the case. Please no. Or better yet, have no high stakes at all. So TLDR, no high stakes. Which brings me to my next point, the stakes. Like I said earlier, the stakes in Ace Attorney has been designed to go higher and higher and higher with each main installment from Dual Destinies. With Spirit of Justice coming along, the stakes were ridiculously high. In my original video, I said that the Phantom plot in Dual Destinies bugged me, and to this day, it still does, and I want the loose thread resolved. But if we're getting more high stakes, then I really don't think it's a good idea. Either way, something's going to be screwed over. That mess of an ending in Dual Destinies not being properly resolved because, let's face it, it was half-baked. Or just forget it altogether. Make cases that are just cases. Slice of life. Basically first Ace Attorney game with no overarching plot. But we do expect some great storytelling from the cases themselves. Because of course we do. And after all, we kinda need a break from all of the crazies. I mean, I like being grandiose as much as the next guy, but I kinda need a break from the grand every once in a while. Chillax. Have some fun and see the characters as people, getting on with all these silly cases, these silly adventures, the hilarious antics of the courtroom, all that. Also try to naturally fit the revelation of Apollo being Juicy's sister if you need to do it in the game. I mean, it still needs to happen. Won't be complete otherwise. Now then, let's address one more thing before signing off. The legal system has been fixed since Dual Destinies ended. It is not going to be a broken mess that needs fixing from Phoenix the Mighty. Cool and all to see the legal system more fleshed out, but with all these major pitfalls and retcons introduced in Dual Destinies, it's kinda hard to sum it up properly. Because like, there's a lot of stuff in Dual Destinies that could have been pulled out better. The Dark Age for one, but that's a different video for another time. Also, everything that was introduced and retconned and made in Dual Destinies Spirit of Justice, that is the status quo. The Dark Age is this being fixed, is the status quo. And the fact is focused more on the public's view and not the system itself, that is the status quo. Apollo being in this new country, that's the status quo. And well, it's gonna be awkward to re-retcon them. So if you have the need to say, lol, the legal system is broken, try not to bring it up, else it will highlight the problem with it all, implying it may or may not be fixed. What would be the point of Dual Destinies anyway if it didn't have an effect? So, moving away from the DD talk, After the end of the Dark Age, it's going to be really stupid to see the legal system as a major theme in the game and how bad it is. This don't okay, you did it before and doing it again would be forced. Do I have a conclusion here? No, I don't have a conclusion. So I'm just going to end it? Okay, I'm ending it. Make sure you like and subscribe so I can have a reason to live so I won't cease to exist. I am HeroMan66475 and I'm signing out.